What is going on, folks? It is KspadeTheProspect, back today with a brand new episode of my NBA 2K18, my league series. It's like an expansion league, man. We took a team and we added them to the league, man. I'm talking about the Las Vegas Made Men, the newest team, the hottest team on the block. Now, however, this team came out the gate really hot. You can see that I was doing some simming because I felt like I was a little too powerful when I was behind the controller, which is funny because at first the only loss we had came with me behind the controller against the Houston Rockets. But at some point, the team finally met their match. They ran into the Toronto Raptors, and I don't know, looked like Nudini had a struggle game out there. 3 of 11, could not find the inside of the rim for nothing. And it cost the team a loss. If you look at it, you can see right here in the fourth quarter, Toronto really took off. Looked like it was probably a competitive game up until that point. And then I decided to do some more simming before I finally got to a point where I felt like I had to take control. See, I'm going to tell you what's weird about playing this series. At some point throughout, we're going to run into teams that they mean something for one reason or another. Now, obviously, you look at the guy on our team, Philly. This dude obviously is a Philadelphia fan. He's a huge 76er fan. And the dude is a big fan of Joel Embiid, as well as Ben Simmons. So once I saw those guys on the schedule, absolutely no way I could sim that game. Had to take control, had to see if we could get it done. And with the exception of that one game against Toronto, the rest of the sims went really well. I mean, the team looks good out there. And one thing I like about this team is every game it's a different person that steps up. Like, we really built that Spurs type of thing out here. We don't have that one guy that come out and dominate. You never really know who's going to be the guy for us. With today's game, though, I guarantee excitement. I guarantee entertainment. Go ahead and bang that like button. Let's get into it, folks. We are out here in Philadelphia for what I'm going to call the battle for the future champ of the Eastern Conference. Now, right now, when you look at the East, you're probably going to talk about the Cavs, the Celtics, maybe even Toronto. But both of these teams right here are young, and they really look like the teams of the future. You look at the 76ers, they built through the draft, albeit from tanking for damn near a decade, but they built through the draft. They got some young pieces over there and probably one of the best big men, definitely one of the best big men in the game in Joel Embiid. You got another budding star in Ben Simmons and a point guard who might end up being good. Nobody really knows what's going on with Markelle, folks, but they look like they could be the team of the future. On the other side of the equation, man, you got this Vegas team, and technically every member of this team is a rookie. This is their first year in the league, and they just came out of nowhere, but also a young team that looks like in the future they could possibly be ready to take that crown in the Eastern Conference. Once you see LeBron James get a little older and slow down, the Celtics probably going to have some issues signing everybody back after free agency rolls around. These are the two teams to keep an eye on. Now, this game right here, I'm telling you, you can see the stands are packed out. This arena is packed out for this game right here. Everybody knows it's going to be a great game. It's only been 2 losses for this Vegas squad, but both of those losses were the result of the 3-ball not falling for the made men. So to come out and see these guys get on the board first with 2 shots from deep, you got to feel good about it. Then both of those shots come from the power forward. Now, one thing that's weird about this Vegas squad is they are a 3-point shooting team. They emphasize it. They have built their team around the ability to make the 3-ball, and everybody on the floor can pretty much shoot the 3 from the 1 to the 5. Now, obviously, the 2 big guys, they can shoot the 3. I don't know if they want to make their living out there, but a very versatile team. They had a play. It was working. There was no need to deviate from it. They go back to Rated right here with his 3rd 3 of the game. The made men sitting on 9 points. All of them belong to Rated, who come out and set the tone early for the 3-ball to fall. Now, you guys know, like I know, the NBA is a game of runs. So at some point, you can expect Philadelphia to make some adjustments and see if they can get back in this game, which they did when they tied it up to 9 apiece. Before Nudini, from deep, I didn't even know he had that kind of range, from Curry range, pulls the 3, bangs the 3, and at this point right here, the Vegas squad has only made shots from beyond the arc. I like it. Where is Reggie Miller? Reggie is somewhere smiling. Ray Allen is somewhere smiling. The 3-point ball reigns supreme in today's NBA. Now we jump ahead, man. Late in the first quarter, the game is tied up 13 apiece. You got some second unit players on the floor for both teams, and this is when things get a little interesting because sometimes the offensive game plan changes, but not here. Vision comes in, picks up right where Rated left off, and you got the power forward for this Vegas squad pulling the 3s and cashing. And this is difficult for a defensive big man because mentally, you're kind of programmed to defend the rim, to get in the paint, to throw elbows, and it's tough when you're chasing a big man off of these screens and he all out there at the 3-point line. You just really don't be ready for it, and you can tell this Philadelphia squad struggled at first, but they definitely bounced back. Markelle Fultz driving to the basket. Hey, I don't know if it's true. I once heard a story that his shooting was kind of limited to the painted area. They didn't really want to see this guy shoot anywhere other than that. And I guess that's where he's eating from so far in this game. Vision keeps the hot hand going, finishes the first quarter off with a big-time shot. We jump ahead in the second quarter where Philadelphia has fought back and taken the lead, albeit a small lead, but taking the lead. Now, I didn't speak on this earlier, but you got to look at Philly and you got to look at Embiid and see comparisons in both of their game. Both of these guys are about the same height, about the same weight, and they both play what you want to say is a little more nimble than you expect your center to play. Also, both of these guys are pretty good passers. Another comparison that a lot of people don't see is at the two-guard spot. J.J. Redick for Philadelphia, Raptor for the Vegas squad. Both of these guys are very similar. Gonna be something to keep an eye on. Speaking on Redick, he pulls the three right there, can't get it to go. Philly secures the board, gets it up to Redick, who shows that he can be nimble too. The big fella Euroing through the paint like a super tall, a super sized James Harden. I don't know what that was. He gets to the cup, gets the layup to go, and TMM trails 4 points here late in the second quarter. It's a lot of hoops left. Now, what we've seen with this team is usually they come out slow and then they have to fight back into the game. So the fact that they came out this game and kind of set the tone, whatever Philadelphia throws at them midway through the game, I believe mentally they feel like they can fight through it. They've already fought through this situation numerous times, or a worse situation, should I say, so far in this season. The old head, K-Spade, the oldest player on the team right there, kind of getting fancy with the dribbles, goes to the basket, makes that shot, and we close the first half off with the Vegas squad up. It's a 39-34 game. If you look at field goal percentage, it favors TMM. Now, there are some other areas I'm sure they want to improve upon, one being rebounds. They kind of been giving up some boards down there, and I think it's costing them. Second half action, third quarter. This is the quarter that somewhat causes some problems, so you really want to pay attention to the way things are going right now. And Philadelphia comes right out, attacks the paint with Joel Embiid, and kind of make that look easy. Like that was an easy bucket right there. TMM going back up to Philly. I like that they sometimes run this offense through him. And I don't mean in him like holding the ball or actually dribbling it down the court, but they trust his vision and they trust his ability to make the pass. And a lot of times it pays off. Dini gets a shot up. Probably didn't get the look he wanted, but Philly was there for the offensive board, and he puts Ben Simmons on the poster. Joel Embiid might have gotten the shot too. Both of the big stars for Philadelphia, they're going to be on SportsCenter for all the wrong reasons. It's a one-point game when Canadian Raptor pulls the three, got a great look at it, couldn't get it to go, and Ben Simmons is there for the board. Putting it on the floor, looking to pass. He's a great passer too, and you got to be upset with that. You hit a teammate in a beautiful spot, in rhythm. You expect them to convert that, and they don't. Slim goes to the basket here, easy layup. Now, I'm going to tell you something about Slim when he's on the floor. It's a big contrast in the way he plays as opposed to New Dini. When Slim is on the floor, you see this team do a lot of PNR. Like, he is like a pick and roll specialist. He can shoot off of that pick, or he'll come off of it and attack the basket. With him being a smaller player, you really don't expect him to go to the cup like that, but he does, and it works out. 3-point game right here, favoring the Vegas squad. Markelle Fultz at the end of the shot clock, forced to throw up some mess. It doesn't go in, but again, the offensive rebounds are killing TMM. You see Joel Embiid get the offensive board. He converts, and he goes to the charity stripe, but he would miss that. He had missed that extra. We jump ahead in the game, folks. 4-point game. Folks running the offense, surveying the floor. It's a lot of movement out there. Ben Simmons pump faking, and Raider is not buying it. Looking at Ben like, I want you to shoot. Smart pass, though. They get it over to, hey, I just told you, got to keep an eye on that guy. The 3-point shot goes down, folks. It's a 1-point game right here. 5.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. You got the second unit out here, most of the second unit out here for the TMM squad. And you got to see these guys continue to fight. Look at the movement. Look at the motion on this play. But it's Cross, the dunker, coming off of the pick, pulling the three. I don't know how the coaching staff feel about it. I like it. I mean, he's not known for his 3-point shooting, but it was a great look. I guess you got to take it sometime. It just feels right. Off the board, Rated keeps it, kicks it back up to Slim. They're going to set a play up, see if they can get something they really want here. Only being up a point, you definitely want to hold on to this lead if you can. And Spade pulls from long range. Matter of fact, he pulls from the Exorcist girl. What is she looking at? What is she looking at? Crazy shot, pulled it. You could tell he had the body language like he knew it was going in as soon as he pulled a shot. We jump ahead, though, and Philadelphia has secured the lead. I just told you guys about Slim and the PNR. Comes off the pick, looking for the shot. He had the space, pulled it, banged it. 2-point game here in the third quarter. I'm telling you, this is the two teams of the future. Booker couldn't handle that pass right there. Kind of threw it out of bounds, stumbled out of bounds. Coaching staff don't look too excited about the wait. That's me. That was K-Spade over there. Who was that sitting by the coach? I just had a weird moment. I just met my twin. Anyway, folks, 2-point game out here. Made man trailing here in the third quarter. We seen this play early, and it led to some easy looks for Rated. Vision gets the great look right here. Couldn't get the shot to go. Now, he's capable of making that shot, but like I said earlier, these bigs of today, they nothing like the bigs that I watched growing up, where they fight in the paint and throw these elbows. These guys would stretch the floor, and they would shoot like a guard, especially you give them a good look. Philadelphia better be glad the Vision missed that. He's not going to miss many of those. Scythe comes up with the steal, pulls the three in transition. A lot of time on the shot clock. They end up getting the offensive board. They're going to try to see if they can get a better look. I'm sure they can. Like, you could definitely get a better look than that. Slim comes off the pick, pulls the three, can't get it to go, and Vision is right there on the offensive glass, cleaning it with the squeegee and the Windex. At the end of 3 quarters, this game could not be any better. It was billed to be a great game, and so far it has been that. Philadelphia fans are getting the show as their home team is up 4 points to end the third. Going into the fourth quarter, it's going to be a dogfight. You got some of the starters back out here on the floor. Let's see how things go. Canadian Raptor from 3. Bang. This guy is the J.J. Redick of the TMM squad, I'm telling you. And late in the game, in the fourth quarter, he is that guy that you got to keep an eye on. You can't lose where he is on the court. He'll come out and make you pay. It's a 1-point game right here. Sark, one-on-one with Spark, put it on the floor. The big fella slices through 2 defenders, gets the layup to go. A lot of people feel like Sark was snubbed for Rookie of the Year, so he don't get talked about much on this team because there's so much talent. But you got to keep an eye on Sark too. The guy's savvy. He knows how to play. He got it. Trust me. Philly's going to hold the ball right here. Surveying the floor, looking for something, deciding to be aggressive, goes to the basket over Embiid. Embiid's reach probably affected that shot, and it's going to be a missed shot as a result. Rap gets called with the foul right there, and we're going to slow it up. We jump ahead in the gameplay, and I want you to see the way the Vegas squad plays Ben Simmons. Philadelphia wants to run the offense through Ben Simmons for obvious reasons. Great court vision, great passing. The thing about the kid is he can't really shoot. So I want you to see the disrespect. Nudini is supposed to be guarding Ben Simmons. He is nowhere near Ben Simmons, and they are daring him to shoot. They're basically telling him to shoot. On the flip side, I don't think Philadelphia wants Rap to shoot, but he is shooting and he is cashing. That's another big-time 3. He closes the gap to 2. Philadelphia's got to figure something out. They've got to. They get it out of Ben Simmons' hands. Sark gets swarmed, kicks it back up to Ben Simmons, and Nudini is out there to defend him. They try to get it into the paint. Joel Embiid kicking it back to Ben Simmons, who was wide open for the 3, didn't want it, stepped into the defense and took a contested shot, can't get it to go, and you got the Vegas squad pushing the tempo. That's Big Philly on the back end with the dunk, tying the game up at 64 apiece. Great court vision right there by Spade. This game is definitely going down to the wire. I hope you ain't trying to beat traffic and get home tonight. Don't leave. Don't go anywhere. 5 minutes on the clock. You can see once again they kind of have rendered Ben Simmons useless. You don't want to give Anderson that look. Somehow or another they get lucky. He misses that corner 3, and look at the tempo, man. Great defense to stop the break. The TMM squad was coming down looking for an easy score, and they are dangerous in transition. Just because they're a 3-point shooting team don't mean they're not dangerous in transition. They're waiting for the perfect shot. Nudini for 3. Bang! Big time 3-pointer. He puts his team up 3 points. They're on an 8-0 run here in the fourth quarter. It's a game of runs, but you don't want to run later in the fourth. And Ben Simmons finally can get the basket to go. He gets the hoop and the harm, and this is why you stick with the kid. I already told you he's got great court vision. He's a great passer. He can dribble. The shooting is kind of but when he can convert plays like that through the contact, you can't take him off the floor. He's just too valuable. You just got to find a way to play through the fact that the kid ain't really got a jumper, y'all. He really don't. Rap gets open again. The 3 falls again. How are they letting Rap keep getting these looks? This is not the key to success. I don't know if you guys are still trusting the process. Are we still tanking out here in Philly or what? Because if you're trying to win, you probably want to guard him. I'm just trying to help. I'm just trying to help. 3 minutes to go. The Vegas squad is up 4 points. Markelle Fultz steps up on the free throw line, pulls the mid-range shot. Can't get it to go. You got Slim on the floor late in the game. You got to look for the PNR. This is what this guy loves. They're running the offense. Look, just as I called, here comes the pick. He goes straight to the basket with the layup. That's easy. Look how easy that was. That's crazy. We jump ahead in the game, folks. 2-point game, under 2 minutes to go. And if it ain't broke, you don't fix it. This time, Embiid closes out on slam. He kicks it back to Philly. Philly bangs the three. Look at this team. The Vegas-made men can do it all. They shoot from inside. They shoot from outside. They're a good defensive squad. I'm really looking for a weakness in this squad, and so far, I don't see it. I just don't. 5-point game. Ben Simmons can't handle the pass. A costly turnover late in the game. Getting some boos from the crowd right there. The coaching staff don't look happy with him either. I don't know. This is your #1 pick. I don't know. A minute 30 on the clock. I expect to see the Vegas-made men continue to run the pick and roll. Why not? I mean, it's working. If it ain't broke, you don't fix it. That's the pick. Slim keeps it, goes to the basket, gets the scoop layup to go. It is crazy. We've seen them run that P&R 3 to 5 times maybe, and each time you see Philadelphia play it differently. They're trying to stop it. They just got so many options out of it. It's really nothing you can do. We take a break in the gameplay to go ahead and recognize Philly as the player of the game. He's racking these things up. He's going to mess around and get a chance at being player of the month in the Eastern Conference. He's just so versatile. You can see in this little miniature highlight reel right here, he's passing, he's shooting threes, he's dunking on folks, he's playing defense, he does a little bit of everything. It is less than a minute to go. It's a 5-point game. You still got to watch and see how this plays out, but unless you can get a big bucket and a stop, it's probably a done deal here in Philadelphia. However, notice the fans are standing up much better than those fans in Vegas. From an earlier video, they gave it to the future star Ben Simmons to make a play, and he got rejected in the paint. Get out of here, Ben Simmons. Get out of here, Philadelphia. Trust the process another year. Tank for the rest of this year. Try to get you another draft pick because you still ain't ready. Great win for the Vegas-made men, 85-78. That score is going to change when we place the sim on it. Hell of a game, man. The production that this team got from the bench is probably the reason they was able to win this game offensively. They was just better. Anyway, folks, I am KspadeTheProspect signing off from Philadelphia. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, do me a favor, bang that like. If you're new to my channel, hit subscribe, and I'm out till next time, folks. Peace.